Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here, Master Weaver of Mystery Suspense Thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of the opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. It's a weekly update, so it ranges from today until September the 4th. I implore you to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign videos as it paints a clearer picture of what you'll be dealing with for the week. Now, if you're watching your Sun, Moon, and Risings, I know you've been seeing some outfit changes and some background changes and things like that because we're having a party and I'm kind of trying to do my videos where I can fit them in and get ready and set up and all that stuff. So I've been hiding in like every different room of the house trying to get away from people. So that's why you kind of see all these changes going on, just so you know. But anyway, this month, Mental Chatter Musing spotlights none other than creative genius and Essence bestselling author Tashonda Whitaker and her new novel, Roleplay. I implore you to tap into Roleplay or the newsletter to check out the sneak peeks before you take in the full Monty. Now, I can't divulge just yet who Mental Chatter Musings is spotlighting for the month of September, but I can tell you, if you've left a review for Deadliest Intuition on Amazon, you're automatically entered into the drawing to win one of the cash gift cards that will be given away in September. In addition to that, 3 lucky people or a few lucky people will also have the opportunity to receive the shortest boss in the room for one of their young entrepreneurs. So look out for that because the reading should start early. Okay. Now, don't forget to vote for the LCA 21 awards. The voting post can be found on my literary page, E-Ray Taronic, on Facebook. Deadliest Intuition has been nominated for Best Plot Twist, and I'm extremely honored and humbled to be nominated for this position. Thank you to those of you who believe in me, who support my craft, and for those of you who take the time to vote for Deadliest Intuition. I appreciate you to the fullest. I love you guys, you know. Okay, so this week, Diane will, as a matter of fact, today, Diane will be on Clubhouse with author Quan at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to discuss Animal 5. So be there or be square. In addition to that, please continue to check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group I See You Reading and Chatting. It's where authors give you their impromptu freestyles according to a subject of the lady's choosing. If you'd like a chance to participate in Freestyle Friday as an artist, don't hesitate to contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of I See You Reading and Chatting Book Club. Now, Virgo season is in full swing, which means this is your area behind the scenes. It's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. Mercury is moving into your sign this week, and it's going to be there for quite some time because it's going to go retrograde in your sign at the end of the month, and then it'll be bringing people back from the past towards you, especially in career and home and family, everywhere, actually. So it's all about you, Libra. Let's talk about your cards first, okay? Let's get into that. Now, as far as your cards, what's aspecting you for the entire week is the King of Pentacles. You're going to get some type of charity, some type of security, or some type of abundance coming your way this week. Now, previously you felt out in the cold or some type of sorrow or heartbreak. Now you're going to have plenty of options at your disposal, and things are coming towards you this week. Of course, Mercury is moving into your sign. Communication is coming directly to you, okay? Now, that being said, more is going to be illuminated about a path that you're going down. Okay, with that more being illuminated, the universe is asking you to go within, okay, to figure out what path you're going down or which way you should go. Go within. This is about a rebirth. You might be a Scorpio rising or moon sign person, or this could just be a rebirth for you in an area, and it's asking you, it's giving you more information about this rebirth. So now you're going to have to look within and look to your subconscious to see you know, how you feel about where you're going, exactly where you're going, and things like that. You want to be very mindful of all of those things because that's coming for you this week. Now, you also may be dealing with, you've had a test of faith going on, okay? And your faith has been tested due to either a mother or figure, you trying to give birth, You, because the Empress is fertile. She talks about committed relationships. She talks about childbirth, fertility, and things like that. She's a good staple for that. And you've had to weather a test of faith, and stick in there where you've had to deal with something that's dealing with someone you see as an Empress, or even the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, if you're not a Leo, this could be you if you're a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries rising or moon person, or this could just be somebody you dealt with, okay? And there's some type of, this came out, it could be upright, so it could be a influence coming into your life that's creative. You had a test of faith, and now somebody's coming in and business endeavors, they're lending you advice on business endeavors, and things are going great. A hard worker, a self-assured and honest person is coming your way. Now, this could be somebody you see as an Empress, okay? And this is coming your way. But this card came out like this, but turned away from me. So it could have been upside down too. You know what I'm saying? It could be construed as upside down if I would have just picked it up, like that. So some of you could have been let down, or could be let down by someone in your world, particularly where you've been led to believe you have support available with a project or responsibility. You might be succumbing to impatience or making unreasonable demands. Promises could be broken, so beware of unreliable people at this time, okay? You might have somebody coming towards you that's unreliable, or that you can't count on, that you thought you could count on, that you feel as an Empress. So, and they test your faith. So that you could be dealing with that as well. Just because the way the cards came out, I wanted to read it both ways, okay? Now, on Sunday, today, the sun is in Virgo at 6 degrees. It's in your sector of work, health. No, it's in your sector of secret sacrifice and solitude. But it's squaring what you think and what you preach. So somebody could literally be behind the scenes gossiping about what you think and what you preach, and opposing it, people near and far. You also want to watch out if you're traveling. If you don't have any license and you're traveling, you could get locked up, or you could get you could get a ticket, or you could get, something could happen behind the scenes that not necessarily everybody's going to know about. And people will know about it after, because they'll start gossiping about it. So you want to be mindful of that. Be careful during travel. Don't let somebody call you into a situation and you go off getting into some trouble, or you drive somewhere and get into it with somebody. Just be mindful, okay? Just be mindful of that. Be mindful of travel. Be mindful of gossip, because that's going on. Make sure that it's not you gossiping behind the scenes, because your lower vibrational tendencies can get in the way of your higher purpose. You want to keep your eyes on the prize, and you want to operate in your integrity always, okay? No matter what you do, operate in your integrity. Even if you're doing something in your solitude, in secret, operate in your integrity. The moon in Taurus is trine Pluto in Capricorn and Mercury in Virgo. So the moon in your sector of shared finances and things you're passionate about, endings and new beginnings, it's trining you behind the scenes and in home and family. So you have some things going on in home and family, or some blessings coming in home and family, that's shockingly going to be shown, or communicated to you, possibly on Sunday. Okay. It's square Jupiter in Aquarius. It is square your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. But even though it's square that area, it actually turns out to be lucky for you, because you got luck in that area. Okay, so it actually works out for you. Communication is going to come in about your transformation, or the transformation to your worth, money, and resources. But you need to put in the work in the relationship with this friend within this creative endeavor, this romantic partner, and this goal you're trying to accomplish, this child. You need to put in the work, okay? Now, you could have somebody around you that's coveting what's yours behind the scenes. All right. And that person could be at a distance from you, or they could be near you. You could be traveling to see this person. Either way, if you're traveling around neighborhoods or community, or you're doing something with long distance travel today, wherever you are, somebody could be coveting what's yours. If you're in a relationship, make sure you and your partner are both on the same page, and make sure outsiders stay just that, outsiders. On Monday, the 30th, the sun is in Virgo at 7 degrees, and that says generosity can prevail on that day. After work, make sure you take some time to revel in your solitude, go for a walk, enjoy Earth's gifts, the sun in Virgo, your sector of behind the scenes, illuminating what's been going on behind your back and behind the scenes, secrets, things you've been doing. It's squaring Ceres and Gemini. So it's squaring your area of long distance travel, what you think and what you preach. Okay. So ask yourself, what goals need nourishing as far as your creative endeavors, as far as what you think and what you preach, as far as your education, and nourish those goals. Stay on the ball on Monday. Okay, because it's conjunct the North Node on Monday. The moon in that sector is conjunct the North Node and Ceres. So the nurturing you're trying to give to your education and skills, but it's squaring something behind the scenes. Somebody behind the scenes is blocking you. Okay, so you got to put in that extra effort. Don't just think about it, be about it on Monday. The moon, like I said, in the moon in your area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and what you preach, is also trining romance, creative endeavors, and children. So a door is opening on Monday, and it's allowing you to establish a solid foundation in romance, creative endeavors, and children. Your goals are within reach. Now, that being said, on Monday, communication is going to come to you because Mercury is moving to your sign. Now we're going to delve into a little deeper. We're going to come out of the daily transits. Well, first of all, I do want to say on that day, on Monday, you want to watch out as it pertains to your relationships. Try to keep things fair and balanced, or things will get out of whack. If you've already kind of been on unsteady ground with somebody, words can be exchanged on that day. But anyway, Mercury is going to be in your sector of self for the next at least couple months, because at the end of the month it's going to go retrograde in your sign. So it's going to go back and then it's going to go forward again. So for a couple of months you're going to be dealing with what I'm about to talk to you about. Okay, let's go through the goals and everything. Now, as far as the good coming to you, the blessings, those are going to be with romance, creative endeavors, and children. And it's going to be about what you think and preach. It's going to be about your education and skills. It's going to be about long distance travel, you traveling and having fun with your romantic partner or your children, or with people within creative endeavors. You traveling, pulling people in at a distance from you, lovers in at a distance from you, people within creative endeavors. Maybe a child, if you have a child in college, coming to visit you or something like that, coming out of school. You taking trips and having that goodness and that fun with a child, or with a lover or someone within a creative endeavor. Okay, you got that aspecting. Now, in addition to that, as far as the opportunities and assistance, it's going to be through neighborhoods, people, community, your networks of people, neighbors. You might even have people that like you in the neighborhood, or people that like you in your networks of people that are going to try to hit on you and things like that. But it's lower vibrational, because that's your area where the South Node is. So it's all going to be lower vibrational. You'll also have friends and social groups coming your way, wanting to help you to achieve your goals. Friends coming to help you. Social groups offering you to speak your truth and coming to help you and things like that, helping you to get your message out there. You're also, and that's for the next couple of months, you're also dealing with, as far as the friction for the next couple of months, as far as friction and communication, that's going to be home and family and career. Okay, so some of your relationships in home and family, and some of your relationships in career, you're just going to have some issues with some of those. Luckily, Chiron is in Aries, so it's aspecting those nodes with healing. So that's a good thing. So they can be healed, but you're just going to have to put in the work. Now let's go back to the single transits. Tuesday. Libra, on Tuesday the 31st, the sun is in Virgo at 8 degrees. It says not to allow your resources or your money gain to be misused by dishonorable or dishonest people behind the scenes. Know the difference between your passion and your purpose, okay? You might even be passionate about things and be gossiping behind the scenes and telling secrets. Know the difference and know what's blocking know the difference between your passion and your purpose, okay? But you got people behind the scenes anyway, gossiping about you near and far. The same things I talked to you about before, about travel. Don't let nobody have you coming traveling and getting into some bull crap. Don't drive around if you know that you don't have a license. You know, you could get in trouble. You could get locked up in your solitude. You're being criticized behind the scenes by people around you, siblings, neighbors, your networks of people, and you're being and it's causing some type of delays and snags as far as what you think and what you preach, where you're trying to forge to your north node, which means you're going to have to combat that, and you're going to have to nourish what you think and what you preach. You're going to have to nourish your education and skills so you can kind of retract what those people are talking about behind the scenes. You got this. Luck trying to that area of Gemini, so you got this, but just know, the haters are out. The moon, like I said, the moon in your sector of what you think and what you preach, long distance travel, it's trining Venus in Libra. So it's trining your sign, it's trining you, and it's trining Jupiter in romance, creative endeavors, and children. So look within partnerships that help you forge towards your north node in romantic partners, creative endeavors, or children. It's very possible a blessing can come through on Tuesday if you have any aspects around that 8 degrees. But be mindful. So that would be 8 degrees of actually Gemini and Libra. That's around, that's like within those first 12 degrees of Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And as far as not allowing people to misuse you, if you have any placements in Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini around 5 to 11 degrees, that's what you would have to worry about, that gossip and people misusing you, people telling your secrets behind the scenes, talking about you, things like that. All right. Be mindful of that, or people even lying about you, just criticizing you. It happens. Okay. It's going to be going on Monday. Be mindful of the square. That's your trouble. It's behind the scenes in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Okay. So behind the scenes at work, people are delving into their lower vibrational tendencies. They're delusional about you and things like that. Also, it squares that area. It squares Neptune and Pisces. It squares your intuition. It squares your delusions you might be having about people in work, just like they're having delusions about you. Don't feel defeated. Okay, you can do this. You can accomplish whatever you want to accomplish in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. But you just have to see the truth about the situation and handle things accordingly. Work on what you need to work on. And you know what you need to work on. It's time to be honest with yourself. If you have people that are negative, stop dealing with those people. Stop telling those people things. Stop being around those people. Okay? Because obviously they're not good for you. Okay? And they're going to be coming back in, especially with Mercury going retrograde at the end of the month. The shadow period starts next week on the 7th. Be mindful of that. Now on Wednesday, the 1st, the sun is in Virgo at 9 degrees. So where you've been dealing with somebody mean or selfish or lackluster, things can be settled on that day. And it could have to do with a marriage or someone that you're of service to. You can also have some money gains had on that day as well, especially if you're around that 9 degrees. So I would say 6 to 12 degrees of Virgo. You could even have some type of blessings coming in from behind the scenes. If you have any aspects in Capricorn or in Taurus, as far as money and stuff like that, between 6 and 12 degrees. Now, the moon in Cancer squares Mercury. So the moon in your sector of career is squaring communication that's coming in about you, or communication coming into you. You might get some bad news, or hear have some delays, or hear about someone, I don't want to say in home and family, because it could be a home-based business, I guess. But some type of friction and communication is coming your way, and some type of partnership. If you have placements within the first 10 degrees of Cancer or Libra, you're going to feel this. Okay. Um, Partnerships within home and family can see snags in communication, but the moon in your sector of career is sextile the sun in Virgo. Okay, so for you, it might be about career, especially if you don't. It might be about career, but if you don't work anymore, it's about home and family. You know, if you're retired, it's about home and family, because that's your career basically. Now, you have opportunities and assistance in career aspecting you behind the scenes. So it's going to be illuminated to you. People are going to be helping you behind the scenes. It could be about things that you're passionate about. It could even be about shared finances. Okay, they're trying to help you generate these new beginnings behind the scenes. So while you have people criticizing, you have other people helping you too. Okay, you can even come into some opportunities during your daily routines because of that sextile. Yeah, because of that sextile to Virgo, you could see it would be behind the scenes though. It would be secret, you know. So it will affect people from 0 to 12 degrees of Virgo and Cancer with assistance and opportunities. And that would be career, behind the scenes in career. On Thursday, September the 2nd, the sun is in Virgo at 10 degrees, so thinking clearly is very highlighted on that day on Thursday. Mind your finances and handle financial matters without prejudice on Thursday. That's very important, especially if you have any aspects between 7 and I would say 13 degrees of Virgo. You want to mind your finances on that day. And behind the scenes, you could have someone like neighbors, friends, people in your networks of people trying to get you to go out and do gluttonous things. You know, you could want to travel. You could want to accomplish things as far as what you think and what you preach. But you don't want to exhaust your resources because behind the scenes, somebody's going to be back there noting every little thing you're doing wrong, okay? Let's see. So basically, balance your mental facilities, okay? If with the moon in Gemini, you know, squaring that Virgo, it's going to be squaring around 19 degrees of Neptune and Pisces. So that's work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others and what you think and preach as far as work and traveling long distances for work and things like that. You could have some issues with your inspiration. You could have some issues or be harboring some delusions as to people at work. So balance your mental facilities. Balancing those mental facilities is essential for you on Thursday. Also on Thursday, there is a trine to Jupiter in Aquarius and Mercury in Libra. So there's some type of blessing as far as what you there's some type of blessing as far as romance, creative endeavors, and children coming to you. And likely it has to do with romance, finances, and pleasurable times because it's in conjunction with Venus that's in your sign. Okay, lucky communication within partnerships is definitely on the menu for you. If you have any aspects between 19 and 29 degrees of Aquarius or of Libra, that's a blessing being communicated to you on Thursday. On Friday, September the 3rd, the sun is in Virgo at 11 degrees. So watch out for a bit of trickery on Friday behind the scenes with the gossip and people saying things about you. Between 8 and 14 degrees of Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius, you're going to be experiencing some type of trickery, whether it's siblings, neighbors around you, people in your networks of people that you deal with on a regular basis, even people at a distance from you, about what you think and what you preach. There could be some type of trickery in the mix, okay? Or somebody lying about you. So you want to be mindful of that. Let's see. It's just someone is not all they're portraying that they are. Whether it's a lover or whether it's a friend, whether it's a sibling, whether it's somebody in your neighborhood's a neighbor, there's some type of trickery in the mix, okay? It could also have to do with travel behind the scenes. So because it has to do with travel behind the scenes, you want to watch out for your vehicle. Okay, you want to watch out for your vehicle. Now the moon in Cancer squares Venus in Libra. So the moon in your career sector on Friday is going to be squaring finances and pleasurable times and romance. Okay, and it's opposing the transformation that you're trying to make in home and family. Don't exhaust your resources, okay? Don't allow lovers to exhaust your resources. Don't allow people in home and family or people in career to exhaust your resources. People you call bro and sis that you're close to. Don't allow them to exhaust your resources on Friday, okay? There's a trine already and good things coming into you in work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Some type of insight and inspiration or intuition that comes to you could be a blessing, okay? Don't let people take advantage of you, and don't you take advantage of yourself, okay, in a bad way. Now also on Friday, you have Cancer. The moon in Cancer is going to be sextiling, okay, behind the scenes for you. It's going to be sextiling something being communicated to you, either opportunities and assistance to work in your solitude, and to make some type of money or share finances, or you can, it's secret sacrifice, solitude, and closure coming in career, some type of assistance with that, opportunities for assistance with that. And it's also semi-sextile. Virgo is kind of semi-sextile, that area too. So yeah, you have that coming to you behind the scenes. Something in home and family being communicated to you within partnerships, some type of help or assistance. On Saturday, September the 4th, the sun is in Virgo at 12 degrees. This is a great day to be inspired or put your creative juices to use, especially if you have any placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Virgo. If you're not in work mode, or after you get out of work mode, make sure you partake in some therapeutic rituals like meditation or Reiki or something like that, and see what comes to you. The sun in Virgo is semi-sextile the moon in Leo, okay, around that 12-degree mark. So if you have any placements around that 9 to 15-degree mark of Leo or Virgo, you have some type of assistance or opportunity being aspected to you secretly from a friend or through a social group, okay? The moon is opposite Aquarius in Saturn, so you're going to have to work for it, but you have luck there, so it's going to turn out to be lucky for you as far as romance, creative endeavors, or children. Okay, so like I said, it could be an opportunity for love too, not just creative endeavors, or it could be aspecting your children with some type of opportunity. Also on Saturday, do I have anything else to say on Saturday? The moon is going to square Uranus and Taurus. So if you have any placements between 9 and 17 degrees of Leo and Taurus, be ready for some type of shock to come in, affecting your shared finances as far as things you're passionate about with friends in social groups, okay? So something is going to pop up and affect you as far as a friend, a social group, or something you're passionate about. Whether it is you having to come out of some finances, or somebody asking you to come out of some finances, or maybe even somebody asking you to borrow some money. It could come out of nowhere. So, be mindful of that if you're around that 9 to 17 degrees, because that can happen. God bless you, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye now.